I got us in a little bit late, so we do just have to immediately focus on the action that is going down. You can see the plan for OG was, of course, just a pretty standard A split, only having one player over towards long, so he actually does go down straight away without really being able to do too much. But they are still finding success here on short. Overall, I mean, the trades haven't actually gone in favor of FaZe, but they should at least be able to get that bomb plant and have the opportunity to try and get some good control back towards short. The issue is already FaZe, they're pushing up close. They're not letting OG really get themselves into any sort of strong positions for the after plant, and they just clean it up.
Play with that nade's going to be so good. Not as good as it could have been.
Yeah, no, not ideal. This round is certainly winnable right now for OG. And the issue is COLDZERA on the bomb site actually does manage to get 2 for himself before eventually going down. There's still some smokes, fortunately for OG as well, to allow them to cross over. But they have taken some pretty serious damage, so I mean, the retake definitely doable for FaZe. They don't have a lot of utility, just 1 smoke and 2 flashes. But if they use them correctly, then they definitely can move in and try and sweep up. But for the moment, time beginning to just slowly tick down. Another smoke actually being retrieved there for Issa. So again, the door going to be kind of held off at this point. They might have to just try and go through that smoke as they push through the window as well. And indeed, they do need to get moving forward. That's all of the nades being used. Now the final flash being thrown in. Valde, he's just waiting under that window. Actually only gets himself 1, but unfortunately,
they only got their 1400, so they're really not looking that healthy when it comes to the weapons. That said, Valde in there with a double opening. Completely shut down any chance of that long hold going well. I mean, they had a good crossfire. That could have been dangerous, but Valde, he didn't care.
Yeah, I mean, one positive right now, at least for FaZe, is that they've gotten 1 player pushed in through mid. They've got that kind of wrap up onto short to realize that no one is in this area at the moment, so they should know that it is just that long control. There also is the possibility, of course, that OG could go back through T-spawn, so they still need to be a little bit cautious of that. But they are leaving Nico around mid so that hopefully he can spot anyone going back through the spawn. So for the moment, they do have a very good idea about what's actually going on. OG just kind of taking their time at this point, knowing they're favored in terms of the weapons, especially up against a couple players who don't have Kevlar with these rifles themselves at long range especially. They will be looking pretty good for these fights. But Cold on the bomb site, he has that Galil. Smokes do go down at this point. Of course, the commitment is going to have to come in. They will eventually begin to cross. It's 2 on the bomb site, and then Brokey down behind that smoke, who's probably just going to try and push out once his teammates find contact, maybe try and catch one. I don't know how much he's actually going to be able to do to help them out, so it is going to have to be these players on the bomb site finding success, and so far that's just not the case. That final player in towards Gandalf being Nico hasn't been spotted yet somehow.
And OG are doing a great job of completely blocking off this op from finding anything. Nico gets a shot off, but not connecting it. And now they've got the bomb site without even seeing an opponent. Pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, not the most common of scenarios. Nades-wise, there's really not that much for FaZe to work with here. They have 2 flashes on a smoke, 1 kit down on Olaf, so this is going to be tough, especially with this short control over in favor of OG right now. Obviously, a positive being FaZe do still have that long control with quite a few players to move forward, and yeah, right now OG trying to stick around and actually take these fights. Not a single one having gone in their favor up until Mantu is able to pick one off, but even then, he's not able to get anything else done. Nico finds that final player trying to come in over towards.
It's not a very pretty picture to paint. That said, 3 rounds on the board is good for them, but COLDZERA, through with the opening duel on that AWP, now bringing it over to the B bomb site, where he's about to face a little bit of pressure. Alongside his teammate Brokey, they're both holding down as OG fully stack up in the tunnels and look to move forward. The nades going through, though, light up both NDK and Issa. The point that they're in a bit of trouble as they move forward. The M4 would shred them.
Ooh, great timing on that flash as well. That's actually the bomb that ends up getting dropped now out in the open, so they at least have to try and recover that. They can't really afford to just immediately fall back away. They end up losing a second player there to the Oppa COLDZERA as well, and they haven't really gained any ground on recovering that bomb as of yet. Smoke goes down. I think that should be deep enough so that the smoke's out in front of it. Fortunately, OG have a smoke of their own, so I mean, with that now, they should have a chance of trying to actually get that bomb back, give themselves some openings. The only issue is, with all of their players having been focused in the tunnels for so long, it's given so much room for FaZe to work with. You see, Olaf is pushed all the way around into the spawn right now, and then you have 1 player watching those mid doors, so with that, they can afford to stack 3 players on B, because no matter where OG go, they're at least going to be able to get the info of where they're moving to.
In through a smoke into 3 players, never really how you want to be taking the B bomb site. It's about to fade, and there's COLDZERA's opportunity with the AWP. He pops up. Oh, but he doesn't hit the shot. Now things get a little bit dangerous. He's stuck behind the box, doesn't want to go for the peek, knows the op is around there, but as they leave Mantu all alone, the flank comes through, and
I mean, it should have been
really makes sense.
Maybe Rain, I don't know, maybe he's just feeling confident, wanted to try and see if he could find out what was going early on, maybe just expected mostly Glocks or whatever, but I mean, even the Deagle it was that just got that kill right there.
That's the thing, though. Even if it is Glocks or a couple P250s thrown in there, you don't want to be pushing top mid straight into them. I mean, one guy watching their back, and all of a sudden, there's a swarm of Ts all over you. Man disadvantage. They can't hold middle. They can't contest it at all. And so OG are able to make it up here. Now, this is where we can see if they had utility, they could actually win this round. They don't have, well, at least they'd have a much better chance of it. But now they're going to have to raw push out there. No flashes, right into the Krieg, through a smoke. And that's not going too well for them. One kill extra found, but it's all on Mantu now. And I feel like if you're going for the hero rifle, then your teammates like, Valda's got 4.9k. He could buy even a flash of smoke. Some of the teammates as well that went in for Deagles, get the utilities to support, try to entry through.
D-side. For now, though, OG back on their buy, and it is actually some early aggression over towards short. The majority of the OG players down and lower, you can see them immediately trying to actually follow up over towards short, see if they can get that trade. They do end up losing one player in towards the mid doors, unfortunately. It's actually Olaf now who's pushed back up on short to try and see what he can find. The smoke's down, though, so I think it's more about him just limiting this control. They don't want to give everything over to OG so early in the round.
Again, OG going out through B, through the tunnels they go, but right into a player up close. Brokey's got the chance to make this work. Flash is going up behind him as well. He snuck in the back through the smoke, and good night and sweet dreams to OG's round. 3 kills for Brokey. He's even looking for the 4th. The molly in deep, so the push can't come through. They know they've got the bomb on lockdown, and this round fell apart very quickly. What a play from Brokey to stay up close and just sneak right past them around that smoke into the corner. And then he isolated the fights one at a time as well. Also has to be commended his teammates coming through. I think that was MBK who was running up and popping flashes over. Yeah,
that was another reason really they didn't want to commit. They're already down by a man. You don't want to be going when Valda's not really in any sort of position to help you out. So they will eventually get going forward. But as you said, it's the nades going down. I believe there is a smoke down to the CT spawn as well, so they likely will try and drop it to see if they can kind of come up through the spawn itself. But no, okay, trying to go around the smoke initially. Rain just gets aggressive, catches 2 of them. Mantu trying to see if he can follow this up and get the trade frag, but...
And that just gave the player on the bomb site so much time to swing around there and spray them on down as, yeah, everyone's looking at the same angle. Never really what you want when you're pushing forward. So with that, hopefully they've ironed it out for the next time they move towards A. And now looking at the B bomb site early on, it has been one of the more successful rounds or bomb sites to hit again and again. However, they did get shredded by Brokey the previous time. Now moving in here, COLDZERA hasn't got the AWP this time either. And to be honest, that kind of hampers OG a little bit. Because as they set up here with so many flashes, they'll look to push forward, and the sprays that can now come down from Cold are much more threatening than if he had the AWP. We've already seen him take 1, and the whole team's here to help out already. That round was doomed from the start, pretty much. Well, with the fact that Cold was down there earlier, I'm surprised we haven't seen pedal to the metal and a faster push from OG. Slowing it down in this position means they know they've given up map control, and it's quite likely Cold continued to push at least through tunnels back to B, giving them a little bit of comfort and probably getting a rotate at, I mean, best case scenario for OG right now, there's a player in CT instead of 4 towards the actual A bomb site. But where they're at, if they just sped up as soon as Cold pushed under, they get in here with just 3 on the bomb site. Small advantage, I guess. Smokes on the cross. Rain's happy to spam on through. There's still a player up on the bomb as Olaf looks to take them from above. He's going to catch 1, 2 on the spray, and that should pretty much be the end of this round unless Mantu has managed to figure out how to get this op to be fully automatic.
Yeah, I don't think that's legal in the tournament rules. Same spot as the previous round as well. He does try and check it, but not going to be any success found. Falls to the exact same thing as NBK did in the beginning of that previous round. So yeah, this is not looking too good. OG don't even have a full buy, of course.
It's not a round we expect OG to perform in, so you can give them at least a little bit of slack there. Cold's again pushed under. Surely that's not going to continue the nade. Luckily bounced just right to not take down Alexi, but sadly the Krieg came through right after to finish them off. Double digits for FaZe.
We have seen Rain find success from before. 3 players, or rather 4 players moving forward in the beginning. Rain only able to get 1 this time around, so definitely a little bit more successful on the trade, but they still have to deal with his op that is holding the cross. So Nico, let's see what he can find. Actually, doesn't connect on the first attempt. At this point, kind of has to just fade back away and set them up for the retake, most likely. Doesn't want to continue to fight, because if he goes down, then they're stuck in a 3-on-4 retake.
The bomb planted at least, but losing a couple players as they do. A 4v3. Nico worried about a flank coming through, but that's not what you need to worry about just yet. OG have got full control on short. That's where they're locked down with 3 players. The bomb's planted for them as well, and time's ticking away. FaZe much slower going in for this, and probably because they've got literally no utility to play around with. As they move forward, Brokey, he spots the head of Issa, and that's a free kill for him. Mantu out with the trade, though. In comes Nico eventually, but he's not even needed. Olaf with a quick headshot to Mantu, swings for the bomb. They've spotted out Valda, and good luck stopping them now because he can safely defuse that behind the box, and Valda just runs away, accepts defeat, and lives to fight another day. Obviously hoping it's going to be in towards tunnels or mid. They're trying to bait them out with utility being used up, but nothing's coming through just yet. Bomb thrown across, so perhaps indication that they're going to take short again. Their smokes are low, though. They've only got 1 left on Mantu as they look to make a push happen, and it goes in through CT. The fade through by Nico. He wants to get aggressive with the AWP. That's dangerous. He gets 1, and somehow he's out of there. He's still alive, ready to pop a flash through. How's he gotten away with that?
Yeah, I don't know. He's even thrown in that flash for Brokey. He finds himself a double, gets help from COLDZERA. NBK left alone. Could have tried to poke a bit around mid, but it does seem like short is probably going to be the correct decision, because for the moment it's just Mantu back towards the car. There's 1 player pushed up into the long houses, so he can't really rotate back quickly to help. So if they can get that 1 kill towards the car, even just a 1-for-1 trade, it gives them a good bit of time to get that bomb down. And they do also have a molly and a couple flashes on top of that initial smoke that's thrown down towards the CT spawn.
Mantu's in danger. Rain is up close already. Swings out on the flash. Beautifully done by Nico. And the turnaround. Rain with a second. Alexi B faded through the smoke and got the first shot off, but not connecting it. Issa somehow through the smoke eliminates him eventually. And that's a very valuable kill for OG. Now into a 3v3 on the retake. Coming through short, though. A lot of danger awaits MBK. 2 players here, and they swing up and swing him out of the game. A 2v3 now. OG edging up through long. They're going to move together. Issa's got the kit. He's managed to recover that from down in CT. But COLDZERA is very cold in those kills he's taking.
Towards that player around mid, which is Alexi B. I like that they have the short stack, though. It does seem like this is where FaZe are going to move towards as well, so they definitely have a chance to try and steal away a few weapons. And with that, a few kills as well. Not bad by Mantu. Actually drops the bomb. They can't really stick around to hold it, and they do realize that, so they're kind of willing at this point to just go ahead and concede and be happy with the 2-for-1 trade that they've been able to find. They're in a pretty decent spot now, considering how it started. Unfortunately, obviously, the weapon's not being retrievable.
It's a major downside for them at the moment. But still, the man advantage on these kind of pistol rounds, they've stacked up towards B. 2 players there, 1 in mid, so Issa is in a lot of danger as they start to move up through short and long. Valda might get a good flank in on them, though. He's tucked in at the doors. And as the utility is being thrown here by Nico, who had a spare smoke below him, this might actually cause a couple of problems. With the 2 smokes, it gives away that 2 of them are in middle, as they are. Valda's waiting, though. These smokes have made him believe they're going to push through doors and he'll catch them off guard, but instead, it's a hit towards the bomb site. The B player is pushing. Short's going to be compromised in just a couple of seconds. The CT's coming up behind. FaZe have to rush into the site very quickly. They have no idea. The pistol's up behind, taking 1 kill at least. Nico on the bomb site, he rushed in, but he couldn't find Issa. And as he goes down, COLDZERA is now in a 1v3. AK's picked up, but dropped just as quickly. As Issa falls and a molly goes down, there's 14 seconds. COLDZERA needs to make a move, sees Alexi B swinging out wide. But this should be it. Tucked in the corner, Alexi B is safe. And the bomb irretrievable, no time left. COLDZERA. Okay, he finds 1 kill at least, but MBK is bailing. He knows that they've already won this round. Let's see OG's setup. They've got MBK there with a Galil in hand and Issa as well on the M4. Utility is very low, though. At least MBK's got the molly, but at the point that he takes contact, I don't know that he safely gets the molly out in time to stop them pushing forward. Won't be seeing that tested, though. As you can see, FaZe clans start to move in towards middle. With Olaf Meister left to watch for the B tunnels push, this is likely going to be a B split. Alexi B is in position at the moment as well. He should be smoked off in just a second. Maybe. They have 2 smokes there. Yeah, I think Nico's going to throw it. Alexi B gives away his position. Now they swing on him as he gets another piece of utility in his hand, and he falls. Now smoke down on cross, and they're going to go up. MBK and Issa holding down are in a lot of trouble, or so they think. But FaZe, they start to switch up the play. Valda on a push on top mid might catch them off guard. COLDZERA's watching it, but the timing is good, and Valda's got a bit of a flank. If he reads this to be a short play, which, as the B players spot out no one's here, he should do.
Yeah, almost getting caught by Olaf. Olaf started running, though, obviously not really being aware of the fact that there was going to be a player coming up through short, so he ends up kind of having to shy away at this point. Puts him in a bit of an awkward spot where he's left rotating around through the entire map to be able to try and help out. But his teammates have gotten the bomb plant in the meantime. They've been able to trade this out pretty successfully as well. The issue is now the bomb site itself beginning the fall towards the control of OG. COLDZERA had a chance, actually. Got himself the second there before going down, but at this point, yeah, there's not really a lot that Olaf can do. One, I guess, positive being is that there's no kit right now, so it is a full 10-second defuse that's needed, but Mantu hits that one bullet.
Starting to push forward, flashes over, decent spray as Brokey's taken down. Alexi B, though, he's shut down right afterwards and losing the bomb site if Issa falls. He hasn't been spotted in the back just yet, but then, as I say that, Olaf swings out wide. Ferrari peeks him and takes him down. And a 2v4, the nade not landing enough damage to Olaf, and the bomb uncontestedly going down. MBK tries to push through, doesn't see Rain close, and that round is pretty much tied up as it is. Even the flank now coming through from COLDZERA to make sure no save is possible. Hey, Mansu, nice up. Oh, nice Krieg spray, mate. Cold's missing that one a little bit. Luckily, his buddy's coming to help him in CT. They could lose some weapons for that whiff, though. No, they don't, at least. No punishment. OG's real problem is losing this round puts them down to no cash. And with the fact that FaZe have got a convincing enough buyout, what is it, like 5 buy rounds between OG and a win? Oh, no, even more. I mean, because it's a little bit unpredictable with FaZe getting, the bomb plants and obviously the cheaper weapons as well. Yeah, it's very hard to even see that. So there's probably way more than 5 to come through. There's a really hard road ahead of them. The run boost coming around to dodge any AWP that might be on short. Nothing found. So they should have a read at this point. Well, they do, pretty much. It's either going to be side or car that's being played with it. You can see Mantu is holding down at the car. Very Z-Power style angle. Or style setup from OG. Mantu rotating out to help long, at least for a second it looked like it. There's no information at the moment for OG, and as they lose Issa, they've got to be very worried about the B bomb site. FaZe have spotted that he was rotating as well, and they know anyways that he's one of the dedicated B players. And if you know MBK is the last one alive, considering his performance hasn't been insanely good so far in this map, you're probably going to be pushing in towards B. OG wanted to make a rotate happen, but there's lots of utility going down in mid, and they decide to back off just in case. But FaZe making the right decision at the end of the day. Smoke down on the cross. They're going to be splitting into B, and if MBK gets more than one, I don't care who it is holding this site, FaZe are going to push in together through the window, through the doors, and through tunnels. He's going to be shot in the back, and there you go. He gets one and dies. That's the way it should have went down, and for FaZe, it's about as clean as can be. OG need to think about saving. Time is low, but Brokey will get that bomb planted, and with the money they've got, these weapons would be invaluable.
It was getting cut a little bit too close there for my liking. As it hit 4, I wasn't sure how quickly he was going to start actually putting that down. But yeah, they do get it in the end. You could see maybe OG were hoping like, okay guys, are they maybe not going to be able to plant that? Because they were already decided on saving at that point. Okay. Valda just chilling in the spawn, does find COLDZERA trying to run past them, ends up getting the kill on Brokey as well. That's the op now that's gone down. And really, FaZe don't have much money. They cannot afford to take this damage. This is actually going to impact their buy now in this upcoming round. And the question is now, do they even try and exit back through the tunnels to retrieve the op, or do they just take it out mid, where in theory there could be someone holding as well? Yeah, I think they're just going to go into the corner here at the car, trying to just stay alive at this point. The op, unfortunately, as I said, not going to be recovered with that. So, yeah, I mean, a bit of damage at least being done, but the issue is it still needs to be...
When FaZe are showing up with this tight-knit, and Nico being one of the lower fraggers in this map, I mean, we know he turns up on nuke. It's worrying for me. Issa's managed to find one here. Good rotate early by Alexi B coming down to catch them off, but he's not able to find more, and B falls. I don't know if they'll have a read on MBK's position, though, although he's generally one of the players anchoring. B, he's able to do so much damage with the SMG. Valda can actually get in here now. 1v2, low HP on Rain. Brokey's not too healthy either. Valda's nade thrown out a little bit premature. It's not going to land the damage it could have had it have made its way into the back corner. It could have been rained down, and a whole holistically different round coming through. Valda spotted a player on his left. He suspects back as well, but not hitting either of the shots. That's 16-17.